Yeah. Today I'm gonna talk about.
What's that?
I already click it.
Okay. I'm gonna check.
A little bit slow.
Have to change.
Okay. The topic is for you to passing the email content by web app. So this solution try to solve the problem. Try to show example that when the user send an email to a specific domain, then your web app can receive the email and analyze the content or do anything about the content. So before I start, I want you to do a test so you will know how this works. So at first, you can pick up your phone and send an email to this account. Oh wait, too slow. To the this email account. Anything can. Done yet? Okay. Let me go to my local app. This is I just created. I refresh. Oh, anything from Shin, I guess, right?
Yes.
Can you see your face? Can you connect back to the screen? Because I'm seeing your face now.
See my face? What do you mean?
The camera is active, so it's looking.
Oh, you're not sharing your screen. You're sharing.
Oh, okay.
So in the left menu, you have share screen.
If not, the whole part will be showing your face.
All right. So I got the email from Shin, as you can see. No.
Use cable.
Do you have cable here? What? Sure.
I think there's another cable for the Xbox. Which one?
Why?
Yes, and you.
That's much shorter.
This one, right?
I think you use this one. Put your laptop here.
This is HDMI for the.
To there or the other side? Oh, I think it's the other side. Yeah, I think so. You have to sit in a different position.
That's a long cable.
Ooh.
So as you can see, Shin just sent an email, and I got the information as much as I can. So I got the email from here, his email, and the contact person, Tinkerbox, and the subject, anything sent from his iPhone. So you wonder how this happened, right? So when you send the email, you notice that I have this googleapp.net. This is a domain. This domain is like license for you to let other people to know you. So our company is tinkerbox.com.sg, right? That's when you do the web browsing. But for email, they also use the same DNS system. So when you send the email to This is so stupid. Okay. Hannah.
I'm waiting for the response.
I think it's not.
I'm using the.
Does it work now?
This is so stupid.
Okay. Yeah. It's,
Should be fine because you can see when it's broadcast in your Facebook, so you'll a green light.
yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
I'll go on anyway. So
Because disconnected the screen.
so this is a domain. I read this with real money. It's like $12 for a year. And when you get a domain like this, when you send the email to this domain, then the DNS server will delegate this email to the SMTP server, which is, as we can see, it's an email server. Normally, we have the Google to do this, but since in our development we deploy it on the Heroku. Heroku always use by default it use a SendGrid, right? Use a SendGrid server. So you need to set up something in the when you register this domain. In that domain, I register on the enum website, this one. So when you register the domain, you have this email settings. So in this email settings, you add one record, which is host name is none, record type is mx, address is mxsendgrid.net here. So once you set this up, the email will go to the SendGrid email server. Normally, this is the end. And if you set up on your mail app to get the SMTP address of the SendGrid, you can receive email from by any mailbox client. But we don't want to do that. What we need to do is to get the email and send it to the web app. How do we do that? So this technique called inbound email parsing. I don't know why they call that, but the SendGrid have this feature. So like this. Wait. So when you want to delegate the email to a web app, what you need to do is go to this link, SendGrid, develop a reply. They have this feature called passing incoming emails. You need to fill in the host name. Host name is a domain name, and you need to associate with a URL. This URL must be publicly accessible, which means it must be can be accessible on the browser. Since we deploy our app on the Heroku, right? So once you deploy it, the Heroku will assign you a default link, right? So for my app, my Rico CMS staging, so I add a plugin called SendGrid. Once you add this plugin, I guess the Heroku will register a default account for you, default SendGrid account. You use this, so you have this username and something like this. Now you need to set up in the SendGrid here. You can notice that I already add one here. That's why you can receive I can receive the email on my local. If you look carefully, this is a link. This is ngrok.com email processor. If I want to on the production server, this should be the rico-cms-staging.peerpool.com /email processor. So this is a URL and this is a host. So this is you may wondering there are two parts that need to be understand. One is this the link and this email processor. Here I use two different tools to delegate this email. One is, okay, let's talk about the application first. So the email processor is, this feature is coming from the gene called Gradler. So this gene, Gradler. Gradler, what it does is passing the incoming email into a post request. So because the email and the email and the web browsing, they are using a different prototype, right? One is HTTP, another is SMTP, something like that, POP3. And you need this gene is to transfer the email prototype into the post request so the app can understand it. So what you need to do is you install it first, this two gene. So this is a grader, SendGrid is the adapter. In the route.rb, you need to add this mount Gradler, which give you the / email processor. By default, this is by default. You can change in the configuration. So, and this is a routing for routing. Another thing you need to add is a email processor class, which have this kind of format. This is an email processor, and it has at least two methods. One is initialize, another is process. So the initialize is to get the email content and transfer into an email object. So this email object, once you get it, then this process will call by default. So once the email come in, I'm not sure if this process called by default. Never mind. So you got this email object, right? So that's all you already know in the Rails project. So the email object has a lot of methods, two from CC body raw test header. Extra. So from this, you can get all the information from the email. That's how I got it from Shin's email, right? And you notice that I received the email on my local host. But as I said before, the link should be public accessible, right? How do I do that? I have a tool called, and I don't know how to pronounce. It's called Network. Yeah. So I have this one. So it's a command line application you download from the web. I move it into this project just for convenience. How you run it, it's very simple. It's just like this /ngr, okay? and with a number, which is a port that you want to open it to the web. Number for we always use it should be 3000. After that, you run, and it will be like this. So once you run it, it have a lot of information like this. So it will give you a accessible web address, HTTP, this URL. It will forwarding it to my local. Which what it does is that open the port on your local to the internet. So you can do like 8,000 or something, right? So once you finish this, you get this, and you fill it in here. That's what I did. You add one here, then the email processor. So that's how the email coming to my app. As you can see, I got all the informations here. There should be a, as you can, here has a keyword iPhone. This shouldn't be your concern because once I got the email, I send the content to another third-party API to analyze the content, to grab all the keywords out of it.
What other context does it?
Huh?
Box. Where does the data box come from?
Context.
I think this. Did you set the? Is it like the Fingerbox Sheen ad?
Sheen and data box from the
I don't know how this contact person is Fingerbox. Maybe a bug.
You might have just pulled off like the domain.
Is it a method you call on the email object to extract the contact person?
Okay, let me show you how I show you the code so you can understand it. Okay.
Is it a magic method? Magic.
So it looks up the fingerbox.com.sg.
Yeah.
Email.
What happened to my Ruby mouse? So email processor. Sometimes you cannot find the file.
Yeah, it is. You're in the Discord bunch.
Huh? Oh,
Discord bunch.
shit. Okay, this is a recall. Okay, here we go. So this is my email processor. Once it come in, I got the email, and I did the email analyze. Then I build a complaint based on the email. Then I save the complaint. So in the email analyze, as you can see, I have 4 API calling, which is called the sentiment, the entities, keywords. This is how I grab the keywords. So once I call it, wait all the end, then I have all the information I need. So all the analyzed information I saved in the result. So after analyze, I build the complaint. I build complaint. I got basic information, which is the complaint subject from the email subject, email row test keywords. So this is a project specific. That it's
Where is the contact person?
contact person here.
Possible company.
No. No contact person. Yeah, that's a bug.
So project has AI. Yeah, she do something beyond your knowledge.
Yeah,
So
it's kind of
does the
AI
contact
like.
person come from the mail or from the third party
What?
analysis? Does
Sorry?
the contact person come from the email or the third party
I
analysis?
guess it's from the email. Yeah. So as you can see, what I did is I analyze the sentiment. Like if this email is full of swell, yes. So and I say it's a complaint. Or the recall sounds bad. Means this recall complaint. A lot of complaint about this complaint. So that's what I did. Very basic analyze.
But what if I email them with like, this is so fucking good?
then I tell it it's not a complaint. There's a flag in the complaint object, but for my demo, I always set it as true, so you can see it in the project.
Yeah, I think analysis tool would use that word as a modifier.
Okay, this is not important for
So
this.
this is why you didn't build the sentiment analysis itself.
Right.
So any questions?
Did you consider using like a gem for sentiment analysis instead of the report tools? Or did you just
There's a gem provided by that. This is actually a commercial service. You have to pay, but since my traffic is very low, it's free. So I think it's 1,000 requests per day, but I always maintain like 100 or something, so I don't have to pay. So you can see here, this is a feedback analyze service. You just call their web API, which is this one, URL, and passing the parameters. So you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, maybe you can give another talk about that.
This, okay.
Anyway, back to I saw in the ngrok logging output, right?
Yeah.
The app received a post request.
Okay.
That's coming from SendGrid's site, right?
This is from this Gradler. So this is a gem. Rather than you provide endpoint to service content incoming emails to HTTP post request.
So the post I see in ngrok is that, so if you look at the ngrok output, in your terminal, there's this post email processor. Why is ngrok looking at this? So this post, right, where is it coming from?
It's coming from the Gridler.
So Gridler is a service?
Okay. That when you add this assertion here, right?
Right.
It's only a URL.
Right.
So the web need to find where this URL is.
Right.
I have this ngrok to open my local, so this call will come to this URL on my local. It's more like, it's like a, how to say? I think it's transferred by the Gradler.
Because the specifications or like the summary of Gridler, they said that they send this request as post request.
Yes, but where does a post request originate from?
They convert.
I think it converted by the Gradler.
From SendGrid. Because I send an email, right? I send an email to his email address.
Yes,
So
which
SendGrid-
goes to SendGrid, right?
SendGrid then delegate this
The SendGrid
email
posts
to
this
this
back
URL.
to the
Application, right?
and
And it posts to ngrok endpoint.
Yeah.
So because
not
ngrok will tunnel it to the application.
So if I don't have this, if I don't have
So my question is
the,
like, when does Gridler come in? So when the post comes in, right? Because when I see the post, it's supposed to an ngrok endpoint.
okay, I think the key here is that email protocol is different from the HTTP.
Right?
So they are like parallel. So you have to convert one into another.
So in SMTP is also called a post. So the post that I'm seeing in the logging output, is that a SMTP post?
there's no SendGrid.
There's no post keywords for the SMT.
Yeah. So then the question is, I'm confused because I'm seeing a post in the ngrok output, which means the post is coming to the public.
No, I think the post is coming from the ngrok itself. So what happens, right, is you receive I send out the email,
Right.
then SendGrid will receive the email, right? Because SendGrid send the email to ngrok because he actually indicate that what's the return URL, the URL the posting, right? Then SendGrid grab the URL, then they pass it, they send it back to ngrok, then ngrok will tunnel it back to your application. It's when it tunnel back, right? There's a post request. So when it tunnel, I think the request will be a JSON instead of SMTP.
Yes.
So there's no more email request. So email request is only happens when I send to SendGrid.
I believe that they post.
So SendGrid, once it sends the app, it's only a post. Okay. That's why I'm questioning why when this Gridler comes.
Yeah, it shouldn't be email.
Yeah, like
So once SendGrid sends my app, it's already a post request, right? It's already HTTP. Then Gridler.
wait, no. You want to know at which part that this email turned into a post request?
Yeah.
I think it's inside this app, inside my app.
Okay. So
When the
if
SendGrid send this URL, it's still an email format.
Right.
Once it get into my app, yes, Gradler to transfer into a post request. I think then the Gradler send this into the same URL. Like I send you send it, you convert it,
yeah,
and
so
then you
the
send
thing
it back
is,
to you again.
So it goes like that again.
Yes.
I mean, that's the way.
I think you have to look through the source
What
code.
happens if it comes in as an email? Then Gridler converts it to a post request, sends it up public web again, it's back in via ngrok. Remember when you sell the ngrok logging output, there is a post to this ngrok endpoint.
Okay. Maybe that's internal implement. That's all the source code here. You may want to figure it out.
Oh, what's that? How do you have that?
This is a plugin,
Oh,
Chrome plugin. I forgot the name. Somebody shared in the Slack already.
really? What's it called? Wow, this is so cool. I want this.
I don't know.
Sailboat.
Okay. Any more questions?
Most important question is lunch.
Okay. Thank you.
And then you're gonna fall asleep very rapidly.
You can let me have one.